Hi all, welcome to my Power BI knowledge sharing session. And today we are going to see about one useful function in Power BI, which is all function. Okay, yeah, let's jump into some sample and then see how all function works. Okay, yeah. So this is my sample data, and now I'm going to show you what is all function and how that behaves, what will be the result of the all function. Yep. So first of all, what is all function? So all function in DAX that ignores or that removes all the filters, slicer and visual level filter, everything. Okay. It simply ignores and simply removes all the filters. Okay, so all function can remove the filters based on entire table or by the column. Okay, if you specify only the table as a parameter within all function, that ignores all the filters within that table. And then if you specify a specific column from that table, that ignores any filter coming from that column. Okay, so this is the main like useful thing about all function, and the one use case is like when you should use all function when you want to like calculate some percentage. Okay, so by that time these all functions are very useful. For example, if you want to calculate uh, sales percentage, okay, out of total sales and then the sales per category. So by the time you can use all function and then you can calculate the percentage. So this is one of the use case of all function. So yeah, let's jump into one sample record here. Okay, so already I have created one all function here, if you can see. So this is my all function I have created using calculate function. And as you all know, calculate will accept two parameters. One is expression and another one is filter. Okay, so if you can see, so what I'm doing here, I'm getting sum of sales from the financial table and then filtering or removing all the filters from this table. Okay, so whatever it is, irrespective of any column or any filter applied on this table, I need total sales. Okay, so let's see how it behaves. So now I've created all function here, and then now I'm going to add one simple table. For example, I can add product or country, whatever it is. So let's add country here, and let's create a table, and then let's add all measure function here. Yeah, if you can see, so I have added country and then all measure here. So even though I have added country, it is showing total sales, okay, here and for all the rows here. Okay, so it's not only for country, since we have added only a table as a parameter within all function, which means it ignores any filter from that table. So what does it mean? Okay, let me add one more table visual here. Instead of country, let me add product. See, even though I have added product column here, still this all function gives me same result, no change. So if you add any column from this financial table, you can see only this total sales irrespective of any column or any filter applied on that one. So this is one thing. So this is on the table level. It ignores all the filters on the column level or row level also, and then it gives me like total sum. Okay. And again, even if I add slicer here, and if I go and add country as a slicer, and even if I select Canada or France, Germany, Mexico, still you can see total sales here. There is no change here, right? Which means it is also ignoring any filter coming from the slicer. Okay, so this also applicable even if you add any filters here in filter pane. If I go and add any particular selection, for example, Canada, it is still showing same data, right? Let me add this in the page level. Okay, country. If I go to country, I'm adding this on page level. And if I go and select, it is not changing. Okay, France, it is not changing. Okay, even if I add only Germany, nothing changes here. Okay, so which means it is also ignoring data coming from the filter or from the slicer, whatever it is, even from the visuals also. If you hit any data here, nothing changes. Okay, still the total sales is same. Okay, so which proves all function ignores any filters applied on that table or any column, specific column as well. Okay, so this is the behavior of all function. So now I have added only the table as a parameter here. Okay, and then that ignores all the columns of all the filters from that table. So this is one use case. And second one, what if we add any specific column in this all function? So what does it mean? Let me add one column here, for example, country. So I'm going to add now country, okay, financial table and country. Okay, so now I am instructing this all function. So just to ignore any filter applied on that country, but still it respects other fields and then that filters out the data based on the other column except country. So now whatever filter you select any on top of this country column, so that simply ignores and that gives same result as before. Let's see how it behaves. Now I have added country column in the all function. Sorry, I need to hit that country and then select this. Okay, so now I have added country and now it is loading. Let's see now. Okay, so now you can see one visual is with country column and then product column. So if you can see in the first table, I have added country and then the all function is now only ignoring any filter on top of country, not any other column. So if you can see country column and then the all function, it is still giving me same result as it was before. Okay, but when you see product table here, product and all, it is now respecting product column because we are not instructing all function to ignore any filter from the product. We only specified country column, which means all function ignores any filter from that column, from that country column alone. Okay, so that is the meaning of this one. Still, you can add any other column here, segment, for example, and then all function here. So that gives the result based on the sales segment. Okay, see you can see channel partner, you can see some different one, and enterprise you can see some different sum of sales, government, likewise all other segments. Okay, so this all function still gives some result and sum of sales per the product and segment, but when it comes to country, it is giving total sales. Okay, can you see total sales here in the product table? Okay, and then sales table. That's so total sales it is giving on top of country because I am instructing all function by adding country as a column. So which means so just ignore any filter and then get the total sales value on top of this country. So it ignores any filters from the country column. Okay. Hope you all understood the concept. And then like, yeah, so this is one of the useful function, and mainly the use case is when you want to calculate some percentage. For example, sales percentage divided by total sales, and then you can use this. like all function to calculate the percentage values. That is one use case. It is very useful function in Power BI. Yep. So hope it is useful and thank you for watching this. Keep learning. Thank you.